the first series of local loadouts where we at Chrono Arms bring in local players to interview them about their gear, equipment, and gun. Today we have John from Indomitus Airsoft. How you doing, John?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, so John, why don't you tell us about a little bit on how you got into airsoft in the first place?
Cool. So it's a pretty classic story of a kid getting into airsoft. I was at a friend's house about the age of 6 or 7. His older brother had those clear AAA battery-powered AEGs, and we would plink around in the house with those, you know, putting dents in the walls, getting our parents yelling at us. Fast forward a couple years, doing some ancient Google techniques, I discovered what actual AEGs are, and brands like Toki Marui, Classic Army, SRC, that was a good brand at the time. And you know, I just took off from there. I went to local Jungle Toys back when that was a store, and I bought my first Sima AK, the paratrooper stock. Loved that gun, worked like a beast. You could run that thing over with the tank. It was awesome, and from there on out, I've probably owned, I don't know, maybe up to 100 guns in my lifetime now, you know.
And how long have you been playing?
I want to say, like, you know, realistically, maybe let's say like 2003, but I probably knew about airsoft in like 2000, you know, when I was a little bit younger.
Okay, so 20 years, yeah. Tell us a little bit about your gear.
All right, so I'm a simple man, I'm a simple player. First of all, I have Morel boots on. They're just really sturdy, they're waterproof, they last forever. As far as my pants, these are just some, you know, Kyrene built-in knee pads, kind of knockoffs I got on Amazon, but they do the job, you know, save a little bit of money. As far as my chest rig, it's a Condor. It's simple, it's a light chest rig. You know, a lot of people wear plate carriers now in airsoft. I still like to wear chest rigs. I'm more of a high-speed, low-drag kind of a player. I keep things very simple. I just, whatever's effective, whatever's efficient, that's kind of what I go for. 6 mags here. I have a 7th mag that I always have loaded in my gun. I have 2 pistol mags here, 2 extra speed loaders in case I need to. All my mags are mid caps. I kind of go for a little bit more of a mil-sim play. I'm not fully immersed in the role playing, but you know, I like to keep it maybe a little more, what would you say, like realistic if you can, you know. And then for my pistol, it's just another simple Condor pistol holder. I usually run a Shmog on my neck, a beanie, and then you'll catch me with my iPro. It depends on what kind of field I'm at. You know, I'll be wearing a mesh or not. I am going to be going to Lions Claw for my first time in May, and I believe George's as well. So I will have on green Polish Panthera camo, same boots, same chest rig. I have a hydration backpack. It's very important to have that in the field, and I'll have my comms in well like that. So
Cool. So John, tell us a bit about your gun.
all right, so I have the holiest of AKs, an LCT AK. This is the Geo 4 model that they have. Full steel body, got the real wood. It's pretty awesome. I like the foldable stock. It's a well-known secret that LCT probably makes some of the best AKs out in the market, so that's why I have one. Very reliable. You're getting a solid FPS for outdoor play right out of the box. Pretty good accuracy, and you know, great rate of fire and whatnot. As far as the gun itself, as you can see, I run it pretty naked, pretty bare. I'm not much for sights,
Bling and that kind of stuff.
and whatnot. Yeah. So I just keep it pretty simple, and I have a rail up here, which is usually where I'll have my camera mount to get my zoom shots from gameplay. So I typically can't use my iron sights, but in airsoft, we all kind of know you get a feel for
Salt tracer fire.
Yeah, exactly. As far as upgrades for this bad boy, I haven't really done anything to the gearbox. I just put a high torque motor in it. I have a 6.03 Prometheus Type O barrel in here, and I run 11.1 LiPo, so I get a pretty solid rate of fire. The cool thing about these new LCTs that they came out with recently is that they have a quick spring change in the back of the gearbox. So these guns do come shooting a little hot for some places, but it's 10 minutes. You can change your spring out for an M110, M120, whatever you need to do.
So you mentioned you have a Promi Type bore barrel in there. Do you use the stock bucking as well, or?
For this one, I do have the stock bucking in there, but I do like to get Prometheus. I like the flat buckings and the, you know, for the nubs and whatnot.
Cool. So tell me about your sidearm.
So it's pretty standard. It's an ASG CZP09 gas blowback. You know, it's just a really reliable, awesome gas blowback gun. I do have the green gas mags, and I have a couple CO2 mags with it. You know, you get a solid FPS, and you know, usually gauging targets.
What made you get the PO9 over like a 1911 or Glock? Just trying to be different, or did you like?
Trying to be different, using a little more of a CZ, I believe is Czech, so a little more of like Eastern European vibes.
That's right.
My family is from Poland. You usually catch me rocking some kind of Polish flag.
That's cool.
So
John, why don't you tell me a bit about how your kit accommodates your play style?
cool. Yeah, I'm a really simple player. Like I said, I'm more of a high-speed, low-drag kind of a player. Chest rig, kind of keep, it's kind of out of the space from everything here. Gun's pretty bare bones. I'm more of an assault player. If you need me to go attack something, I'm your guy. I'm going in. I kind of figure myself as a little bit of a secret squirrel on the field. I kind of move solo, have no problem playing with a team though.
So tell me a bit about your YouTube channel.
All right, so it's called Indomitus Airsoft. Here's a patch that I made for it. That's my logo with the AK on it. Always running AKs. I primarily post gameplay footage. I have a few how-tos for AK videos and a few reviews, but mostly a lot of gameplay footage from local fields here in Arizona. I usually run a zoomed-in run cam on the front of my gun, so you get the scope kills as well as have my GoPro on my head. But if you want some awesome gameplay footage, definitely go check out my YouTube page. So it's called Indomitus Airsoft, and if you're wondering what the name comes from, it's from one of my other favorite hobbies, which is Warhammer 40K. So if you play Warhammer 40K, you might know what Indomitus is. So that's a little my little ode to another hobby that I play.
Well, John, thanks for coming down here today. Before we close, do you have any other comments or pieces of advice you want to give to either new players looking to get into the sport or the airsoft community in general?
Yeah, if you're a new player, I just buy a Simon AK. That's really all I can say for that. Other than that,
And keep it stock.
Yeah, definitely. But just have fun. Like, we're all here to have fun. Don't take it too seriously. Just be nice. More of that behavior goes a long way in the field. So.
Okay, all right, John. John from Indomitus Airsoft. He's got a YouTube channel of a lot of his plays. We've played against him. Our team here at Chrono Arms. He's one of the most deadliest players on the field. So check out his videos. Link in the description below. And thanks for watching.
See you later, guys.